umpire Glenn James, the start of the 1982 Grand Final. As rain starts to tumble down at the MCG, a perfect bounce. Up goes Lee, but beaten by Jones. Rawlings, an early free kick. It's going Carlton's way to Buckley, defensive side of centre. A long spearing kick by Buckley up towards Ditchburn. Off hands, a chance for Johnson. McClure, open goal, across the Johnson. Oh, has he kicked it? He has. A goal after 15 seconds of play in the Grand Final. A Strabiel kick, quite effective, kick by Wayne Johnson.
You won't often see a better one, Peter.
What a way to come back into the team.
It was absolutely brilliant. He just had one split second to do it and did it with superb aplomb as it came across from McClure. Number 7, the first goal.
Inside a minute, Carlton a goal in front, but they goaled in the first minute of the second semi-final and were then taken apart later in the quarter. They're into attack again. Fitzpatrick boots them forward. One out, Ditchburn versus Martello. Martello's a bit clumsy at ground level, and he's well tackled. Harms, open goal. Point. Goal! Carlton's second goal. They've kicked 2 in the space of 80 seconds, and the Blues have got a flying start in the wet in the 82 Grand Final.
What an extraordinary situation, and both times has Wayne Johnson been in the centre of it. The first time he kicked a magnificent goal himself, and that time he gathered in Martello with a splendid tackle, and it was Harms who just squeezed it through. I thought it had missed, but it was
like
absolutely
a perfect smother, actually, but it did get through, Doug, as we saw on the replay. And the rain really tumbling down. This is the first time it's rained in Melbourne since about 3:30 a.m. in the morning. Glascott out wide. Tempany, a bit slippery out there. Buckley grab, no free kick. Up towards half forward. Dunn lumbering after the ball. It might be too close to the boundary. Strawn having a fumble. Tidy up, Dunn didn't want it. He's certainly reneged on that ball. And Strawn will get the free kick.
Tigers a little bit lucky then. They're 2 goals down after 3 minutes, and it's teaming. And it's
hailing. Hailing
it's on.
And there's a fight. Perhaps the rain might serve a useful purpose. It could cool down some hot tempers.
2 fights.
Well, this was expected. Doug Bigelow, our expert commentator on ABC Radio, predicted the first quarter might go for something like 40 minutes. He thought there might be a fair amount of time on.
They're going at the moment.
Wiley down.
Sheldon really took some there too.
And boundary umpire Luke Patterson almost dropped it.
So much at stake.
That'll clear the air. That will really clear the air.
And 3.5 minutes have elapsed. Carlton 2 goals. Richmond hasn't scored.
Strawn's kick. Doug Heywood.
Well, Fitzpatrick's the man who's given away about a 30-metre penalty as he went. Another one. There, look at it's on again. They're playing, that's 45 metres. Well, the penalty's gone about 45 metres. Umpire Glenn James walks down to stop yet another argument. And as predicted, the umpires are trying to pay severe instant penalties for anything goes on. And here comes big Mark Lee. Cloak is in position. Lost that by Carlton. Cloak is with it. Free kick goes Carlton's way. It goes to McConville.
At centre half back. Oh, almost put Perovic under the hammer. Thought better of it. Kicks towards Fitzpatrick up on the centre line. He and Buckley hold it into each other's hands, and it's Fitzpatrick's ball and a 15-metre penalty. So the umpire's cracking the whip as the sun comes out and the rain stops. Long one towards McClure, who's got 2 to beat. On the ground, in goes Big Lee. Didn't go for the ball, dipped the shoulder and gave away a free kick to Malin, who let him know all about it too. Bad play by Lee. The ball was in his sights, but he thought he might rough up one of the Carlton players, and costly free kick. He's too far out to score, but he'll certainly put it into danger territory because Ditchburn and McClure are lurking in the teeth of goal. Wobbly old punt, not a good one for the forwards to mark. Well played by Lee. Fitzpatrick, is it a mark? Play on. No, it is a mark. Ashman, I didn't know whether it was 10 metres. Ashman is only 15 metres out, directly in front, and a chance now to really give Carlton a tremendous start. He's normally very accurate around goal. This kick's no exception. Carlton 3 straight. Richmond yet to score, and the Blues are flying.
Ashman kicks his 44th goal for the season. And what a magnificent player has Rodney Ashman been for Carlton the last few years. But my word, the smile of fortune is going with Carlton at this stage of the match.
Yes, a very lucky placement, barely the 10 metres.
I think you're very kind, so it was a placement.
The 1982 Grand Final, a big crowd at the MCG. 10.5 minutes in the first quarter, and the Blues lead by 19 points to 0. Hunter, a cruel bounce, always barreled by Jess. Duel up towards half forward. The attempted flick on by Fitzpatrick, still in control. Buckley grabbed at the point of impact. Tempany, umpire James will come in.
Look at Hunter. He really is out on his feet from a Jess ferocious bump. And Duel says you shouldn't have done that, the ghost.
Klomp is getting ready to come on straight away.
Oh, it was a ferocious bump by Jess that time. And there's Carlton's best player in trouble. Rains misses it. McClure tries to kick off the ground. And there's Hunter going off the ground as the free kick goes to Rioli. Out wide it goes towards centre wing.
And the Tigers now with a chance to go into attack. Waitman brought down. In fact, it was Satori. Now Wood, the hand pass to Jess. He's booed by the crowd, but that doesn't worry him as he blazes away at goal. Just offline. Good attempt. The Tigers down by 3 goals. 3-1, plays 1 behind after almost 12 minutes of the grand final.
Bortolotto out to Duel, but it's got to go back because the kick was taken before the flags were waved. And there's Hunter recuperating. McConville, oh, he didn't go away positively. Klopp, oh, he's just on. He's been put down by Klopp. The advantage kick paid to McClure. Up to Fitzpatrick. Nice knock on to Johnston. Oh, done. Use him for a doormat almost. Johnston onto Fitzpatrick. Support from Ditchburn. He might have to get it out towards Malin, but defensive play by the Tigers has seen a free kick to Carlton. Good umpiring by James. And Rawlings back on the wing having a bit of a battle with a Carlton player. I can't just pick him up. I think it's Sheldon. Meanwhile, while that's going on, hello. It was, in fact, Rawlings and Sheldon. Carlton 3-1, Richmond 1 behind.
Ryan Wood boots it out wide, looking for Roach. Roach and Perovic. Perovic does it well, but pushes him down, and Roach will take the free kick. And number 8, who kicks the ball enormous distances, has now got a 15-metre penalty to make it an absolute surety that he can make the distance. It'll only be the accuracy that will test him to nudge Richmond's first goal. 12-minute mark. Michael Roach, about 45 metres from goal. Lovely, lovely looking kick, but it's off direction through for 1 behind. Jess 1 behind and Roach 1-2.
Bad misses by the Tigers, who after seeing Carlton scoot away with 3 quick goals, desperately need to try and edge back. Hunter still in trouble there on the sidelines. His replacement Klomp gets a free kick. Rioli was over his shoulder. Rules umpire saws, and Klomp from half-back flank for the Blues. Kicks to the wing, looking for Fitzpatrick. Done front position. Wood, strong play. Oh, Malin cops one in the face, but meanwhile a low tackle was awarded to Wood, who was closer to the ball, and that was the focus of the umpire's attention. Up towards half-forward for Richmond, looking for Cloak. Hasn't taken a mark yet. Oh, the ball fisted down into Sheldon's face. That didn't tickle either. And a throw-in at half-forward flank for Richmond.
Sheldon, a great start by the Blues, 14 minutes into the first quarter, and Carlton lead by 19 points to 2. Klopp just came on. Scrubby old kick, effective for knock on, or attempted knock on by Harms to Fitzpatrick. Dunn is there. Rioli spins beautifully onto his left boot up towards Hungary. Bartlett's in front of the pack. Oh, he gets a free kick for high tackle. At centre half forward, he's down but not out.
Well, didn't he do it well?
All the experience of almost 400 league games. At centre half forward, 35 metres out from goal. Had a tremendous game against Collingwood 2 years ago. From memory, I think he kicked about 7 goals for.
Yes,
the half forward flank, and broke the back and the heart of Collingwood. The Tigers need this one. The Blues have the slight breeze in this first quarter. Bartlett's kicked it straight as a die. And the Tigers' first goal comes up at the 15-minute mark in the first quarter. And the Blues lead 3-1 to Richmond 1-2.
Goal number 56 for Bartlett for the season, but he really did that well. It's great courage and a wonderful goal from a very courageous player in Kay Bartlett.
First term, 17.5 minutes in, it's drawn. And the Tigers being physical at every opportunity. Rains. Glasgow in pursuit, runs sideways, then directs the ball in towards Jess. The punch away from Doyle was great defensive play. Bit of a stack up there. Rollings, support from Rioli, too far. Out to Ashman. On to Jones. Over to Malin. Oh, he's going to be too slow. Far too slow. Oh, he does it well. Got his kick in. Up towards half forward to Marcoux. McClure there. Nicely done, Strawn. Wrong foots himself. Up towards Lee. And the Tigers out of trouble between half-back flank and wing.
Good mark, Lee, with the slippery ball. He's well shepherded his done keep McClure out of the business. Drives it downfield. Oh, good mark. Val Perovic, well done.
McClure. Wrong foots himself, past Landy, steadies, kick number 3. Oh, it doesn't travel all that far. Plenty of defenders down there. Fitzpatrick one-handed. Almost a sensational mark, but in fact, he took the mark, but he infringed on the way up. And the free kick to Mervyn Kane.
Kane quickly downfield.
Underneath was put down as well, and the advantage free kick will be paid, Doug.
Fitzpatrick is playing it very tough at the moment. Isn't doing his side much good. The kick is played downfield, and
probably
Jimmy Jess will take it.
Probably frustrated because the mark wasn't paid.
Well, it still doesn't do the too many good. Jess kicks it long. Cloak is the target. Punched by Bortolotto. Here comes Bartlett running quickly. Screws it back. Clompers underneath it. Miss it. Rioli shoots for goal and puts it through. One fatal fumble is all you need to do in the grand final. And Bartlett, the architect of that move once again, Maurice Rioli, with his quite exquisite skills, kicks it through, and Richmond's second goal.
Kevin Bartlett, instrumental again. He kicked the first one. He was the architect of the second with that neat little chip. A bit lucky, as Doug said. Klomp made the mistake. Rioli did the damage.
Almost 25 minutes played in the first quarter of the grand final. Carlton 3-5, the Tigers 2-3. Rains after that exchange out of Buckley's hands. Wrong puts himself in towards half forward, and the mark taken by Roach. In the crest, just wide of the centre wing. A long kick up towards Cloak. No one roving the pack. Cloak! He doesn't need a rover. Outstrength Bortolotto. A little minute nudge back with the back of his shoulders at the crucial time. Edge Bortolotto out. David Cloak, 35 metres out from goal. Awkward kick. Oh, it's a shocker into the pocket. Hope for the Tigers yet. Off fingers, and it's out of bounds.
That's really a super strong mark by Cloak. He's going to really worry Bortolotto in size and in skill. Jones and Cloak contest this one. Rioli snaps for goal and puts it through. He's looking extremely dangerous. Is this skillful young man who came from, I think it was Melville Island, just outside on the Gulf of Carpentaria. But really, he has all the skills in the world, and that was a magnificent snap goal, and the Tigers are now looking very, very dangerous. It's 3-3 to Richmond, 3-5 to Carlton.
What a goal. What a clever goal.
That's his second.
All credit to Richmond. Carlton had 3 goals on the board before they'd even thought about it. And they've hit back superbly when one could have expected them to be slightly demoralised. And here they go again. Jess. Wiley brushed aside. Well played by English for Carlton. And letting it go. Still no ball up. Holding the ball. It's a Richmond free kick.
Gee, that was tough, wasn't it?
Well, Malin put the head down. Rains takes the free. 35 metres out. And a big chance for the Tigers to hit the front for the first time in the match. 27 minutes gone. 4th kick to Jeff Rains. He's one of the best kicks in the game. He doesn't let me down. Richmond are in front. They lead by 4 points. at the 27-minute mark after Carlton had kicked away to an early 3-goal lead. 31.5 minutes gone first term, and one of the 115,000 or so in trouble with the police. Good attempt, not paid. Ashman. Waitman works it back to the centre for the Tigers. Lovely knock on by Roach. Hunter at the back though. Perovic making position, but he goes long, oh, beautifully to Sheldon up towards the half-forward line. Closely checked so he can't break away, but he'll put the Blues deep into attack.
And Johnston caught Sheldon's sixth kick in towards centre half, the claw out the top and taken away by Wiley, and the mark is taken by Roach. Half-back flank in towards the centre looking for Jess. Jess on his chest. Gets a few boos from Carlton supporters. A bit of heavy work done earlier this quarter. Fourth kick by Jess up towards half forward. The attempted knock on by Cloak, but the mark is being paid to Bortolotto at centre half back onto English.
He almost got to surprise himself, did Mario, that time downfield. Glasgow above him with a big leap with Sartori. Kicked off the ground by Sheldon. Dunn can't take it. Fitzpatrick's got the run of it. Steadies himself and kicks it to the pocket. In front, Ditchburn misses it. Over the top, there goes Martello, and the free kick will go to Ditchburn.
He's badly hurt. He came down on his head.
Right over the top of him he went, but Ross Ditchburn is now on his feet, and he's right. He's feeling it, but he's right, and he's such a magnificent kick. And there's the trainers signalling. Look, my word, he really felt that one.
Yes, he obviously came down on his head, and he's in terrible trouble.
He's toppling, isn't he?
So Ashman's going to line them up.
Take the free. Ashman only about 40 metres out from goal, as Ross Ditchburn looking very, very sick. No, it's across to Wayne Johnston. He's kicked badly. Let's see what he can do with this left footer.
Yep.
Kicks it beautifully. Absolutely superb. His own second goal. He's kicked 2 goals too, but a very tragic loss for Carlton. There's Ross Ditchburn going down, as over the top of him went Martello, and really took a heavy one. Ditchburn is tottering off the ground. Start of the second quarter. In comes big Mark Luther to battle with Jones again. Jones doing well. Nicely picked up by Wood. Across it goes to Wiley. Wiley, a great short pass to Bartlett. Bartlett being dangerous and elusive as he has for so many games, playing his 383rd game. He kicked one great goal in the first term. He's a very, very vital player in this first term. Now, Kevin Bartlett from about 35 metres out, the angle very slight, drop punt is his choice, kicks for goal and kicks badly. Cloak underneath it, almost took a good one, back goes the hand pass, Cloak goals. Well played, Waitman. An absolutely delightful hand pass under pressure, and the giant David Cloak racing towards the 10-metre square, kicks it through for a goal, and Richmond take the lead. That's David Cloak, his first goal. He almost took the mark, and then wonderful cooperative football from his teammate, the smallest man on the ground, Waitman, and that's a goal to the Tigers.
The Tigers lead by 33 points to 31. Oh, good knock by Fitzpatrick up towards the Tigers. Half-forward line, McConville in trouble. Straight, in fact, to Waitman. Straight to Cloak. He can turn around and fire, and kicks his second goal in 30 seconds.
And both from Waitman, the smallest man on the ground to almost the biggest. There's number 3 to number 33, and that was one of the easiest goals that one would ever see in a grand final, and from the clever little play of Waitman. And the Tigers take the lead, 6-3 to Carlton 4-7.
And this will be kick number 6 to Jeff Rains on the half-back line. Centres it, looking for big Mark Lee. Perovic again. Roach about 4th in line. No one can mark. The fist away by Roach. Out towards Jess. Intercepted by English. To Malin. Gets his neck pulled off and will take the free kick on the defensive side of the centre circle.
Malin out wide. Martello underneath it takes a safe mark. Punched away by Sheldon. There'll be a 15-metre penalty. Unintelligent football by Sheldon. Big Al normally can thump them out of sight. This is a long one. Rioli's there, punches over the back. Bartlett onto his left foot, shoots for goal. Long, high, just off direction. He's made it. A magnificent goal. The goal of the match, and 3 lightning goals by Richmond the second term. There are only 4 minutes and 4 3/4 minutes gone. 2 goals to Cloke and 1 to Bartlett, and the Tigers are racing away. 6-3 to 4-7.
There's Bartlett. Wrong foots himself, but a long kick of about 45 to 50 metres. But he knew all the way it was going for a goal.
Kane and Landy being wonderful stalwarts, and the half-back flankers. Up above them goes Roach. Kick is smothered, taken by Rawlings. Out where it's Wiley in front with English. English beats him beautifully. Wonderful markers does English.
Out to the members' wing, looks for his captain. Beautiful pass with the left boot. Precision delivery. Rawlings runs over the mark and cops a 15-metre penalty. He's not coming back very fast. It's got to be another one. He's dawdling back like a crippled snail. Up towards McClure. Bazasto at the back. Away he goes. Over the top to Hunter. Lines them up. Goal. What great play, Peter Bazasto. Hunter, the man who kicked the goal. But oh, that was magic from the magic man. Look at the leap, the mark, and then the opportunism. Seeing that there's no one there, he can run on over the top, and Hunter did the rest.
The electrifying buzz, there's no doubt about it. The target is Lee. Fitzpatrick is with him. Wayne Johnston. Marcoux in front. Awkward bounce for him. Tempany well done. Done a bit slow. Hunter loses it. Wiley very safe and sure. Great pass out wide. Jeffrey Rains again. Been a dominating player in the centre of the ground. He's had 2 opponents, Harms and Buckley. 9th kick. Drives it long looking for Captain David. He was missed by English. Well played Harms. Boots it straight to Ashman.
One way, then the other. Gives it to Sheldon, and Carlton starting to show some polish. Over the top, he could have gone. Oh, what a smother by Strawn. What great play, Greg Strawn. Now Carlton thrust again, though. Hunter with tremendous courage. But, oh, he's just as well tackled. And Rioli puts Richmond into attack. And it's a relay. Is it a relayed free kick? Yes. I think it is. And that will give a scoring chance to the Tigers. Cloke. Roach wants the ball. He's saying...
Against Johnston.
Now, look down the ground. Roach trying to take the ball himself because he knows what a good kick he is. But the umpire saw that Cloke was the man nearest. And so he can line them up from 35 metres out. Well within scoring distance. Looks good. Right through the middle. Cloke's 3rd goal. And the Tigers are 2 goals in front again. And that's a valuable one because the Blues were just starting to get something of a run on, even though trailing. And now Richmond stem the flow and open up that 2-goal margin.
That's 3 in this quarter to Cloke, and he's really got them pretty easily too. 2 lovely efforts by Waitman got it to him that time with a relayed free kick, so he's had a good quarter.
Jones going off and Klump coming back on for the Blues. The second term, 19 minutes in. Richmond 51, Carlton 39. Hunter up towards half forward. McConville in trouble. Pressured, knock on by Rains. Luckily finds Lee. Under Rawlings, the running player. Support there from Wiley. He'll need it. Wiley chips in, does it well. Rawlings goes to ground, but play on is the call. Up towards Cloke again. Waitman behind the pack. Open goal. Put your glasses down. Another one to the Tigers.
Cloke and Waitman have been simply magnificent this turn. Waitman gave 2 to Cloke, and there Cloke just as clearly gave that one to Waitman. Beautiful tap over the back. Look at that. It could not have been better, and Waitman says, thank you very much. This is as easy as you can get them. Bartlett said, I wish I'd got that one. Number 29 beside him, and through it goes for a goal.
Handy break.
It is a handy break. In comes the big fellow once again. Fitzpatrick fighting desperately, did it brilliantly. Martello takes it, boots it out wide towards that half-forward flank. Waitman, the clever little man, beaten by the brilliant English. English goes onto his left foot and thumps it 60 metres down. Underneath it, Dunn. Oh. Can't take it. Taking it downfield, brilliant towards Tempany. Tempany's got it. Turns out of trouble. Caught. And there they go. Down they go. Jim Buckley's claiming it.
In danger against McConville, Doug.
Oh, there's someone down for Richmond feeling it. Really down.
Looks like a shoulder.
Bruce Tempany.
Well, the free kick is for kicking in danger. That's all I can say. And I'm sure it was an accident. And he's in trouble. And they're calling for a stretcher. And Tempany will be taken off the ground. Now, there's Tempany diving. The ball free. Landy is there. The ball still behind Tempany. Now there he is in the back of the picture. Now coming in. McConville. Yes, well, the temptation was there, as I said in the call. And unfortunately, his leg, his ankle or his boot contacted Bruce Tempany's shoulder. And he has suffered a very serious injury. But in the grand final, I think if the ball is just free for a couple of centimetres, you've got to have a go. And I'm sure Bruce Tempany would agree with that. Richmond 9-3-57, Carlton 5-9-39.
Justin, the Blues attacking half, and they badly need a goal or two before the break to get this game back onto something like an equal footing. Lee with the big spring, but straight to Malin, who's faded after a good start. Marcoux has never really come to grips with Kane or the tempo, and Kane wins the kick. Big punch by Hunter. Where are the crumb gatherers? Strawn of Richmond. Well played to Rains. Out wide, Rioli leads in the race. Two Blues bearing down. Nice bounce for Rioli, but it caught him under the ball. Hunter plays for the free and gets it. No question. Play goes on. Advantage is played. Johnston centres the ball for Bazasto, who's got the sit at the back. McConville. Now Marcoux the chance. Just enough pace. Snap. Hook too far. Behind to the Blues. They're 16 points down. And since their 3-goal break at the start of the game, they've kicked 2-11. Richmond have kicked 9-3.
The Tigers 57, Carlton 41. The rain getting heavier. Johnston. Rains. Williams there too. McConville. Johnson does it well. Out to Klopp. Taken away by the Tigers almost. Rains. And the kick by Sheldon, was it? Just inside the line. And Peter Welsh coming on for the Tigers. Greg, did you see who went off? Rollins is off the ground. Rioli's off, in fact.
On the throw-in. In front, done. Well played, Marcoux. His tackle as usual. Over the back of Williams, into McConville, and kicks. And made it. My word, he gave us heart failure for a moment. He looked as if he might have hooked that one. Or he did hook it and might have missed it, but he didn't. And that's through. Alex Marcoux's first goal. And Carlton 5-11. To Richmond 9-3. There's, it was a poor kick by McConville, but just made it.
Lee up to half forward. Cloak's there. Bortolotto wearing him like the proverbial. Wiley to Bartlett. Danger here for Carlton. How will it bounce? Harms bearing down. Corners him well. Well played, Wayne Harms. Well played, Carlton. English boots them out of trouble towards the centre of the ground. Here goes Bazasto. Clever flick on. Buckley now pushed in the back. No free kick. And the Tigers work it forward, but it's all Carlton at half-back. Marcoux.
Marcoux, the hand pass. Oh, against Johnston, although to Johnston. No, the free kick, the advantage free kick wasn't paid. Clumped through the pack. Bazasto thought about it. Clump. It was really clumped. Sartori grabbed by McLuhan nearly. Ashman ducked his head just in time. And it's half-time at the MCG. In the 1982 Grand Final, and the scoreboard reads Richmond 9-4-58, Carlton 6-11-47, and the Tigers leading by 11 points at half-time after Carlton led by 4 points at the quarter-time change.
Richmond ahead by 11 points. They're going from right to left. The bounce favours Jones. Glasgow fell at the crucial moment. Hunter for Carlton, pushed in the back. No. And so it's a ball up. Hunter doesn't look too happy. Just a shade Richmond's attacking side of the centre line.
Of courage there by Hunter. The Tigers 58, Carlton 47. Rioli from a standing start. Up towards Perovic. Roach might have scragged Roach a bit. No free kick paid. Glascott, Wiley, and the boundary line wins out eventually. Richmond 9-4, 58, Carlton 6-11-47, so it's 17 scoring shots by the Blues and only 13 to the Tigers.
Roach gets across the face to
Jess again.
Jess again it was, and Bruce Dill comes in to remonstrate and demonstrate. And Rains is there pulling Dill away, but Jess twice now
has been a very heavy-handed man.
Well, the first time was a really fierce bump. That one was up high. And the umpire speaking to James Jess. Well, he is number 20. The Ghost, as he's called by his teammates. I was going to say affectionately. Not affectionately by this man who's got the kick.
Sure, Carlton has got some worse names for him just at this moment.
Yes, unprintable. Long kick downfield.
Rioli over the mark by about 4 or 5 metres, Doug. So the advantage, no, not the advantage, but in fact a very lengthy 15-metre penalty.
Here comes Ken Hunter once again. Sunshine now. He kicks it down. It's a very long kick for Hunter, a good 55 to 60 metre. Punched away by Lee. Down they go. Johnston, who's a great competitor underneath it all. He's had 10 kicks up to date. And there it goes again. Here we go. The fights are on. Landy and then Marcoux having words. Alex Marcoux had a brilliant second term, and the ball will be bounced once again.
2 minutes gone in the quarter, and we've hardly seen any action apart from the remonstrating and jostling. Been about 2 kicks in 2 minutes. Lee wins down to Wiley. A good quick kick out towards the wing where Glascott leads in the race. Knocks it well for Peredic, who's been a fine player for Carlton. Not much there for the Blues. 3 Tigers up. McConville, though, gets a fist to it. Very effective play. Dunn versus Fitzpatrick. Good smother by Johnston. That's the type of competitiveness that Doug was just talking about as he lunged onto the boot and forces a ball up in the forward pocket rather than the ball being 50 metres down ground.
A very quiet football opening to this third term. The Tigers 58, Carlton 47.
Bruce Tempany with that obviously dislocated shoulder.
Finds the boundary. That's Lee. And it's out of bounds once again.
Might be something broken down there around the forearm, I think.
Dunn. Fitzpatrick. McClure late on the scene. Steals it. Sneaks it in towards goal. Oh, just touched on the line, and luckily so. A great effort by Mark McClure. Behind. Richmond 9-5-59, leading by 10 points. Carlton 6-13-49. Well, Sheldon courageous, but left the ball behind. Ashman foxing a bit for the ball. Dool not foxing, being pretty positive. And umpire Rowan Shores will call for a bounce.
15 players around the ball as big wow goes up there. Roach beating Rioli is swamped, picked up by Ashman. Ashman's kick covers little distance. Range lose it. Well played Buckley. Hand passes to no man's land, picked up by Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick downfield. McConville spoiled. Over the back it comes. Here comes Malin. Breaks away, shoots for goal, long and straight and true.
What great play.
Well done, Phil Malin. He took a lot of buffeting. He's very strong, as number 13, and the captain's proud of him. Here he comes again. Took the tackle, broke it, steadied, and really lined it up. Saw the open goal, and Mark McClure was cheering it through.
And that is a valuable goal for Carlton. They're within a kick now. And once again, this 82 Grand Final is poised on the knife edge. Carlton into attack through Johnston. But in the way is Satori for Richmond. Late inclusion in the Richmond 20. Quickly out wide, looking for Wood. Glascott in front, gets crunched. Is paid the mark, in fact. It would have been a free kick had the mark not been paid. But Glascott's paying for it. He's right on the centre line and can put Carlton into attack again.
The Tigers lead by 4 points. On to Sheldon. Up towards the half-forward line, but punched away by Cloak, in fact, as Bortolotto went for the mark. May have unsighted Cloak anyway for him going for the mark, and the ball rebounded off his fist. Richmond 9-5. Carlton 7-13 in the 1982 Grand Final. Rollings. Strabiel kick. Hunter. A cruel bounce. Jones. Deflected off his knee out towards Johnson, which wasn't bad. Oh, rides it well. Oh, kick smothered by Lee, but he did it extremely well, Johnston. The ball spills out. Rains grabbed by English. Umpire James, no hesitation, stopped play and called for a bounce. Richmond 9-5-59. Carlton 7-13-55.
There's not a player on the field who's tried harder than Wayne, the dominated Johnston. He's been an absolute inspiration. Down it comes, picked up by Fitzpatrick. Straight across it goes to Martello. Martello marks that centre halfback.
Lead from Rains out wide is a good one. Lovely pass too from Martello. Rains from a standing start. Sees Rioli. He's got nobody within 30 metres of him. Dool starting to bear down now. Oh, well played, Rioli. Another sidestep around Hunter. Long into full forward. Bartlett and Harms. Bartlett almost. Another Richmond behind.
Well, he did nearly mark it hard.
He did.
Didn't he, Bartlett?
Tigers by 5 points. Harms out to Perovic, dropping a bit short. Oh, Rioli infringed badly on Hunter. It's got to be Hunter's free kick. Half-back flank. The time wasting here might see another 15 metres, although it won't be. Hunter's 7th kick coming up. A lead from Jones, although Sheldon dropping a bit short was good play. A bit more mobile, Sheldon. Kick number 11 and 15 metres. Sheldon gets a bit of a fly up towards Masaste. Big Al Martello's there, punches the ball away. It goes down towards the Tigers again, and they clear the ball away through Landy out wide. No one within Cui. Let's see who gets there first. English overran it. He got there first, couldn't control the ball. It was for his taking. Third term, almost 9 minutes in, and the Tigers lead by 5 points in this tight grand final.
Dool goes for the punch down, gave it straight to Malin, who missed it. Wood's kick is smothered. Underneath it, Sartori lost it. Dool's in the thick of things again. Malin overruns it. English gets the ball. Down towards it comes McConville and Marcoux. Marcoux never looked like it. Strawn been very safe all day. He'll be swamped. 2-1 against him. The buzz is there. Gets his left foot. Great smother. Down it goes again from Martello. Gallant football, Big Al. Fights and struggles. Marcoux with the ball, can't get it out, and eventually Waitman's at centre half back. He'll be swamped too. Here's Buckley, taken away by Malin, met by Dunn, down from Rioli, and what thrilling football, and eventually Malin's to take the free.
Thrilling's the word. Up to McClure, one out with Rawlings. Oh, good spoil Martello. Hunter on his natural kicking boot, but on an angle. Dunn in front, spilled an easy one. Good tackle, Fitzpatrick. Holding the ball. Free kick to the Carlton captain, 20 metres out, and a chance for the Blues to regain the lead.
A bit of bad luck there for Martello, because he shepherded from behind to allow his teammate to take the mark. The ball carried beyond his teammate, which meant that he had to take the mark, and waiting there was Fitzpatrick for the grab and got him.
Didn't play the man who made the ball much chance either. The dweller got the free kick.
45-degree angle. The distance not great. Dozen kicks to Mark Fitzpatrick, a lot of them not really effective. I think he might have done it. Yes, he has. Carlton back in front. And there's a streaker. There's a streaker on the ground. I think he's the first grand final streaker in history.
I think she is, Tim.
She? You're right.
We can't pick him, Tim. And Dooley says, I'll have a talk to you.
She really fancies Bruce Dool. And she loves Carlton.
Look at
and she loves Bruce Dool.
Bruce is embarrassed.
I think the director might be as well, because we've gone to a long shot.
Commentators coming in to have a chat.
Well, she's not embarrassed. Oh, no, he's a bit of rough treatment here. He says, get off and let's get on with the business. That sort of funny business can carry on for later tonight, but at the moment, there's work to be done.
Well, Carlton are back in front in the grand final. They've kicked 2 goals in this quarter, 2-2 to Richmond's 2 behinds to regain the lead.
And police are coming from everywhere to arrest it, Tim. A very arresting situation coming up here. Play ceased. She's conceded defeat.
The long arm
and we certainly saw more than defeat a short time ago. There was defeat, arms and legs and everything else. Centre bounce, Jones, Lee. Lee wins. Half-distance kick by Ashman. Still in the centre. Free kick picked out for nothing at all, I'd say, to Waitman. Carlton 61, Richmond 60, Waitman's 9th kick.
There's a streaker still enjoying the limelight while he kicks it downfield.
And there's a 15-metre penalty. So Waitman now almost on the edge of the centre square with Mike Fitzpatrick on the mark. And if he gave away that free kick, I was looking at the streaker at the time, I didn't see it. Nor did Doug Heywood or Tim, for that matter.
Following the game.
And he's given away a lot of free kicks today, Fitzpatrick. Both free kicks in play. And also the 15-metre variety. Waitman. Now Jones down there. Almost got it. Bartlett, miraculous kick, offline and through from behind.
A word, he grabs that ball quickly, does Kevin Bartlett, playing his 383rd game and still with the same extraordinary speed that he displayed in his first game, and the ball is kicked out short, taken by Ashman. Ashman now at centre half back, dodges around Wood, who's had a quiet day actually, then boots it wide out towards centre wing. Bazusto, he should have held that one. Here comes Jimmy Buckley. He'll be tackled. He's well shepherded. Gets his kick down to Marcoux. Marcoux in a flash to Hunter. Hunter steadies with his left foot, shoots for goal, but it's well off direction, and Mark McClure can't reach it before it bounces over the line.
And there's a hint of that breakaway Carlton game developing. It scores a level, and this game has still to be won. Dunn versus Fitzpatrick. Good clean knock away. Landy nicely to Rioli. Big lead from Rawlings, who's in open space up near the centre wing between half-back and wing. 10th kick. Bortolotto in front of Cloak, who got the knock, but it was straight to English. Sheldon, good play. Works the kick forward for Marcoux now in open space as if the ball will bounce. He'll be besieged, but he's got tons of pace. A bit much for big Mark Lee. Bad pass to Fitzpatrick. Still a chance for the Blues. Well done by the big fellow. Ashman, short to McClure, who missed it, but he's been pushed. He'll get a free kick. It was a bad free kick to give away because he'd missed the mark.
I agree, Tim. He'd really missed it and flummed it, and it was an easy one. And Landy came plummeting into his back.
Lofts, the chairman of selectors, parking the coach. And McClure, the centre of attention, 10 metres out, kicked out of bounds on the full from here in the qualifying final against Hawthorn. But he's put that right through the middle, and the Blues are a goal in front at the 14.5-minute mark of the third quarter.
It couldn't be in better hands than McClure. There's Fitzpatrick. Gets it out wide, and Ashman did it perfectly as usual. But watch McClure miss the easiest of marks, and Landy crashes into him. Hand in the neck and pushed him over. McClure, one of the safest kicks in the Carlton side. I would suggest probably the straightest kick of the lot, and it was in right hands to kick the goal. And what an exciting match it is. Richmond 9-7 trailing Carlton 9-13.
Carlton 3-2 this quarter. The 3 behinds by the Tigers. Oh, shocking bounce by Soares, and he remonstrates with himself. Rioli grabbed high. No free kick. Jones up towards half-foot. Bazusto, eyes on the ball, and got it. McClure leading. That's his target. Oh, it's a shocking kick. Oh, as luck would have it, Fitzpatrick. It was definitely meant for McClure, who led beautifully. The ball, I think, just caught his the right toe on his left boot, and it faded dramatically short. And Fitzpatrick at centre half forward, with the Blues leading by a goal, had a marvellous opportunity to entrench themselves a couple of goals up with the breeze, and he's done it. Fitzpatrick's second goal, and the Blues have outscored the Tigers by 4-2 this quarter. Carlton 10-13-73, Richmond 9-7-61.
Twice in the match, Carlton have been lucky in that respect. In the first quarter, Fitzpatrick soccering off the ground, hit Ashman on the chest. You saw what happened then, and that's the margin. Those 2 goals, perhaps the difference.
That was probably even luckier than the soccer off the ground, because it was an atrocious kick by the Buzz. But Fitzpatrick capitalised beautifully. Oh, wow, Jones thumped at it, but didn't make much contact, actually. Picked up by Wood. Play on, says the umpire. Wood goes a long 10 metres to Jimmy Jess. Good mark, Jim. A really good mark. That was the way you should take the strong chest mark, and he's kept Dool out of the game, and he's kept Hunter out of it too, with 2 very strong efforts. But Jim Jess, who came down from St Arnaud, can kick the ball out of sight. He's about 65 metres from goal. It's only his 6th kick. He kicks it high to the 10-metre square. Oh, great leap, Wayne Holmes. He is an amazing player, this man. Gets it out to Marcoux. Marcoux then down to centre wing. The short pass goes out towards Wow Jones. He's got too much speed for Lee. Boots it down to open territory. Here comes another trunter and big Mark coming for it, but can't reach it, and it's out of bounds. But what a sensational mark by Holmes.
And what a fine effort by Big Jones then, who kicked with John Beckwith precision towards the boundary line, just made it bounce inside. There was no one there to receive. 18 minutes gone, third quarter. Carlton with a 2-goal lead. Fitzpatrick, I thought, might have been penalised then, but Richmond a kick forward through Strawn. Glasgow versus Wiley. And the Carlton small men starting to do better than their Richmond counterparts. And he's penalised for holding the ball. Wiley takes it on centre wing and puts Richmond into attack.
Kick number 11 up towards the half-forward line. Cloak roving the package. Waitman, oh, he had it and lost it off his knee. And it bounced just before the line for a throw-in. A tremendous third term. The third term where games are won and lost by the Blues. They have the breeze. They lead by 73 points to 61. A pretty hefty lead by Carlton in this grand final. No rain at the moment. Conditions fine. Busasto nicely down at Bordelotto. Behind the pack is Williams. Oh, he's sandwiched and takes a courageous mark and gets 15 metres. Well, he got the 15 metres before a bit of a cuff over the head. Now he won't take it. He's going out to Roach, has been fairly quiet. Oh, the kick not a very long one. It beats Landy, beats them all except Sheldon. Williams again to make amends. Oh, he deflected the ball away from Dunn. Dunn's in trouble. McConville the tackler. And the ball forced over the boundary line, and Carlton doing everything right at the moment.
And the Richmond defence looking pretty raggy at this stage. Fitzpatrick to do battle with Martello. There's Wood waiting on the bench. Johnson and Rains. Johnson in the centre now. Oh boy, again the umpires paid the dweller, and Wayne Johnson is to take the free kick against Rains. And Johnson has been a magnificent player. His effort has been an inspiration to his side. This one who modestly calls himself the dominator, and he really has dominated today. His 13th kick. He's normally a beautiful left foot kick for goal. He's about 45 metres out. Very, very close. Won't quite mow. Busasto's the leaper, but just through for one behind off the outstretched fingers of Busasto.
2 goals for to Johnston.
The Blues peppering away. Martello drops it in short. That Richmond defence, as Doug said, just a little bit dicey at the moment, especially when the ball hits the ground. A couple of lumbering players, Martello and Dunn. Williams up towards the wing. Plenty up, plenty down. Ball up towards Carlton's half-forward flank. No, a late free kick awarded. Richmond's way to Landy. Breaks away. The Tigers looking for a score now to hit back. Towards Cloak, who's out at centre half-forward. Oh, that wasn't a mark. Bordelotto took it off his teammates' hands, I thought.
I agree, Tim.
But he has been paid. That was a lucky one. He puts Carlton into attack. Late on the scene, McConville. That's a mark. He's too far out to score. Deep half-forward position. But Carlton starting to move well in attack. There's purpose in their work now, and they're looking good. Poor old kick, though, up towards the forward pocket. Strawn in front. Busasto! Oh, it wasn't paid. I thought it might have been a mark. Ashman, goal! Second goal, Rod Ashman, and the Blues have established their biggest lead in the match. They're in front by 19 points.
Well, there's not the slightest doubt. The wild leaping of the ubiquitous Mr. Busasto's always a chance, and that was a mark, I reckon. The opportunist Rodney Ashman, number 14, come in with a magnificent left foot snap and put it through the centre, and I think the goal was richly deserved by the Blues.
The final term, and the Blues leading by 17 points in the 1982 grand final. And as if on cue again, light rain falling. It started to fall at the very bounce of the first quarter. Waitman up forward, Jess. Oh, Harms backed his judgment. Dool may tidy up. Good tackle. It goes to Waitman again. Oh, he left it behind. Scoop it out to Roach. High kick. Oh, now Cloak's underneath it. Jess from the side. He's got it. No mark. Bartlett picks it up. Screws it in towards goal and has kicked it. A goal in the first 30 seconds of play. Kicked by Kevin Bartlett. That's his third. And what a tremendous opening to this final term. Carlton 11-15-81, Richmond 10-10-70, and Jimmy Jess almost had it, but Bartlett, the opportunist, was there to pounce on the ball and to ping it through. Well, a new ball game now.
I was just going to say the same thing, Pete. It's a new ball game now. It's only 11 points, and Jim Jess been moved to the forward line to do something with his high leaping skills there, and Bartlett, the clever opportunist, got that goal for his 58th for the season. He kicked 58 last year. Incidentally, can he kick another one for the season? Umpire Glenn James in the centre. There's Mark Lee back on the ball. Wow Jones, who's done so well against him, is back a good 25 metres to come charging in. Let's see who wins this battle, this confrontation. It bounces straight for Jones. Out to Ashman, lost. Wiley, brilliant. Wiley caught and will take the free. Legged. Wiley will boot them into attack.
So the Tigers hitting back with a vengeance. Up to full forward. Lead from Cloak. Hunter in front. Spoiled by Cloak. Now Bartlett again. Tackled by Ashman. Penalised for holding the ball. Not much doubt about that, but that was a moment of danger for the Blues as Bartlett was weaving that magic spell again.
He's penalised 15 metres.
He couldn't have been wasting time because Ashman wasn't ready to take the kick.
That's a bit tough.
13th kick to Ashman. Not one of his best games, but it's been so tough. That's not a good kick. At the back, Landy almost. Good knock on by Martello. Roach, well tackled by Perovic, and Ashman's there again.
Saving mark on halfback. Up towards Marcoux. Surrounded by 3 Tiger players. He'll get 15 metres. He should. Against Kane, but it's not going to be paid by umpire Saws. He's going into the pocket. Buckley. They're all over him at the moment. Lee puts his body in nicely. Spoons out towards Jones. Hand pass to nobody, really. That's Kane underneath all that, and a baller.
Well, Buckley shouldn't have missed that one. It was a bad miss. In comes Lee to do battle with Fitzpatrick, out to Rioli. Rioli taken away from him, regathers it at centre halfback, goes for one of his weaving runs. Out wide were English and Waitman. Waitman, a great leap. A magnificent leap by the smallest man in stature, in weight and height on the ground. Gets it in a flash to Wiley. Wiley downfield, over the head of everyone except Cloak. Here comes Dool. Lost it, taken back towards Bartlett. Bartlett pushed, not allowed. Down goes another Richmond player, picked up by Dool, and Dool sent it out beautifully to Perovic.
Perovic at halfback flank. It's all Carlton there. He gives it over the top to Johnston. Out in front of him. Oh, in came Roach to contest strongly. Well done, Roach. And a throw in now on the wing, and all of a sudden it's like the first quarter again, with players throwing themselves in with reckless abandon. Carlton in front by 11 points. Well played, Lee. Richmond looking better at the moment. Lee up to half forward. Hunter and Welsh. Stays in play for Perovic. Oh, high tackle, and Perovic goes after Peter Welsh. Now it's play on. Advantage played for Carlton. Hunter up towards Fitzpatrick. Big leap, Busasto. Couldn't grab it at the second bite. And away go Richmond through Landy and Rioli.
Rioli now hand pass out wide to Kane. Rollings scoring for it, but he's going deeper than Rollings. Up to, Bordelotto gave away a bad free kick. He was third in line. Why he did it? Waitman down towards Jess. He'll get the mark. 30 metres out, directly in front, Jimmy Jess. And the pressure really showing on the various camps. That was the Carlton camp. Jimmy Jess, this will be 7th kick. The Tigers trail by 11 points, and now it's 5. And there's less than 1 kick in this 1982 Grand Final. Carlton 11-15-81, Richmond 11-10-76.
I might add once again that every time that Dale Waitman has touched the ball, he's delivered the ball and done what he should have done perfectly. That time again, the credit for all that play goes to Waitman after the wildest and the stupidest of tackles from Bortolotto, but Waitman capitalised perfectly. There's 5 points the difference, 5 minutes gone in the final term. Out wide it comes, and leading the race is Buckley. Buckley loses it, goes again, hits it out wide. Rioli takes him on. Buckley fights for it strongly. Rioli dives on it, and they contest it and slide it over the line out of bounds. Oh, never. I agree, Tim. Never a free kick.
Honestly, oh well, Rioli up towards half forward. Well played, Welsh. Almost a good one-hander. Out-jostled Hunter. Perovic, well tackled. Hunter again. Threads it. Malin. Perovic. Over the top to Ashman. They're bearing down. He's just quick enough. Now Carlton starting to struggle up forward. They don't seem to have the purpose that they had halfway through that third quarter.
And Graham Landy, as he turns around, have a look at that eye. Blood streaming from it. Carlton 81, Richmond 76. Just a kick in this grand final at the MCG. A crowd of about 108,000 people, but it's not official yet. Busasto, McClure, done in front, eyes on it. And the policeman on parole duty at fullback.
And Range has been moved out to centre wing, incidentally. And here comes first constable done. 15-metre penalty. There's been dozens of them. He comes in now to shoot it down towards that grandstand centre wing position with Lee the target. Lee never looked like it. Jones takes him on. Wiley pushes it over the line out of bounds.
Blues in attack. They're in front on the scoreboard by 5 points. 6.5 minutes gone, final term. Richmond with the strength in the air. Rollings tackled by Ashman, but got the kick. Rains just in time. Waitman. 15 metres again. It's another long one. And across ground he goes to Wiley. Not terribly direct, but creating the loose man. Into half forward. Jess from behind was the leaper. On the ground. The Tigers the chance. But Doull using the body to set English up. He's got the fumbles. Now Glascott for Carlton. Landy, but Glascott held, takes the free kick at half-back.
A shocking day Roach has had.
Kick number 5 to Glascott. The clock showing 7.5 minutes in the final term of the grand final. On to English. Fitzpatrick, about 4th in line, the knock-on, finds the boundary. And the Tigers outscored the Blues by 5 goals to 2 in the second quarter. A mammoth effort by the Blues in that third term to outscore the Tigers by 5 goals to 0 and lead by 17 points at three-quarter time. Pizzusto. They lead by 5 points now. Fitzpatrick's being paid, and rightly so. Rollins has had a horror of a day. Fitzpatrick down to McClure. Oh, nearly off hands. Williams. There's a ton of them there, and taken away by Kane. Welsh into the back of Hunter. No, umpire James adjudicating on that. He had a long hard look and said no. Leg on Welsh, and will get the free kick. Well, he was a bit lucky because he almost gave away a free kick to lead by Jess. Jones is there as Jess trips over, tidying up his duel from defence up towards Johnston. At centre, oh, he dropped the centre. That still might come off. He scoops the ball on. Fitzpatrick picks up at centre half forward. A long kick in towards goal, and it's offline and through from behind. And just one kick in the grand final. A goal the difference. Carlton 11-16, Richmond 11-10.
Well, really, there's a massive mistakes in that particular facet of the game, as Williams kicks out looking for Dunn. Perfect kick. Really perfectly delivered. The kicking has been splendid from full-back level, from Perovic and from Williams. Dunn, you're caught. He then kicks it poorly down, doesn't do much. Pizzusto, been an inspiration as the buzz. He's been an inspiration, and I thought he should have taken the free. It's not awarded. Martello takes it. Back it comes toward Rains. Waitman, he's in lots of trouble, gets it back. A chance for Perovic. Was a throw. Yep. It was a throw, and the free kick will go to Carlton.
Lead, good lead from McConville. Good pass by Johnston, and McConville a true centre half forward. Gets a lead. Ashman alone and unattended. 25 metres out.
And Richmond defences look pretty raggy.
Ashman has kicked 2. Shocker. Out on the full.
Oh, what a mistake.
That's what pressure can do.
The behind would have made it 2 kicks, Tim. Still, it's only 10 minutes gone. Done. Carlton 11-16, Richmond 11-10. And certainly the Blues, the underdogs going into today's match. The betting was around about 11-8 on for the Tigers to win the game. Jones late on the scene, but not early enough to get Landy. Out to Martello. Attempted smother by Pizzusto, but the kick free. Up towards Roach. Johnston's played a splendid game today. In towards centre half forward. McConville. Oh, he got 2 hands to it. There's Landy with blood streaming down his eye on the right-hand side. Dunn. Oh, this could be trouble. More mobility here from Ashman. Across to McClure. Tons of time to steady. Across to towards Pizzusto. Goal!
And Pizzusto kicks it over the roof. There's never any half measures about the amazing Mr. Pizzusto. Well, what a mistake that was from Landy. He kicked it across to Emmett Dunn, who lumbered after it. It wasn't Dunn's fault. He didn't have the pace. From Ashman to McClure. McClure across to the buzz. And watch him ram this just about into the Richmond members.
He almost crossed the line. He got pretty close.
He was very, very close.
Portolotto. Oh, this could be danger again. Brains got high. And a player underneath him deliberately, ruled umpire James, took his running. Brains will get the free kick. Welsh is off for that last mistake. And Sartori coming back on the ground for the Tigers. Rains, kick number 16, in towards Cloak. They need him to take a big one. Off his hands, Bartlett screws it towards goal. It's going across. In fact, it's taken away by Johnston. He finds Perovic on half-back flank. Perovic off and away. Long kick looking for Fitzpatrick. Ashman down there too. Fitchy goes up, or Fitchy may have given away a free kick. He didn't. Ashman the pace, gets away from Kane. Oh, good tackle. Desperation stuff by Kane. Kicks it back. Will it be over the line? Yes! And the free kick going Carlton's way, and not one Carlton player within Cooey. The clock showing 18 minutes and 40 seconds in the grand final. Carlton 89, Richmond 78.
And Fitzpatrick limping badly. Again, that passage of play started by the brilliant Wayne Johnston.
Shades of Jesselenko a couple of years ago when he left the field with an injured ankle.
Ashman goes for the dodge. Does it nicely and boots it downfield. McClure the target. Nobody with him. Too many with him, I meant, really. And the mark was badly missed that time by Merv Kane, who, in his usual impeccable fashion, has not made a mistake all day. That time with the first one, and it'll be bounced.
There's the Carlton skipper receiving treatment. What a time to cop one. Blues deep in attack. Johnston on his natural kicking boot. Finds room. Snaps! Rollings touched it just on the line. Oh, how close. How close. A couple of centimetres and that was there, but it's a behind of the Blues. They're 2 kicks in front again, or 2 clear goals in front at the 19.5-minute mark.
And Johnston 2 goals, 5 in the match. Carlton 12-18, Richmond 11-12. 30 shots to 23 towards goal. Dunn almost got that. Was manhandled a bit. Marcoux high. No, the other way it's going. And 15 metres against Marcoux, doesn't watch out. And the free kick to Emmett Dunn. Almost 20 minutes of play. In fact, it's right on 20 minutes now in the last quarter. Kick number 10 to Emmett Dunn. The Tigers need a couple of goals, but in modern day football, goals that we've seen a couple of times today can be scored. 2 goals in 45 seconds. Out towards Lee, feeding off him is Wood. The boundary a bit close. There's Wood for the hand pass, but oh, it was a feeble hand pass. Wood out battling about 3 Carlton players. Does it beautifully. Still no support there. He'll go back towards Lee. That was his only option. Malin, or it could have been legged a bit by Wood. The umpire said no, but it's eventually gone out of bounds and a boundary throw in.
Oh, it's a real thriller. There's 12 points the difference. Fitzpatrick limping off round the boundary line. Jones wins it. Rowlings gets it. Downfield. Up goes Harms and Dool, Mr. Nonchalance. What a telling mark. And what a telling kick. Out to the buzz.
Oh!
Oh! Wham into him. He's down as Landy came into him and thumped him behind the neck.
Well, Landy might get a match if he doesn't watch out with that bleeding eye. He might get a match in the other one.
Well, replay. Well, let's see it again.
Yes, he's been
Here it
reported.
Is. Wham!
He has been reported, Doug Heywood, for that.
Well, if it's a draw, he might regret it, and it could be a draw.
The clock showing 21 minutes and 30 seconds.
Well, Bazasto's been a magnificent player in this second half. His vitality, his running, his ability to be here, there and everywhere has really been an inspiration of the Carlton camp. He comes in for his 10th kick. His influence has been far beyond that. And here comes the wild man, Peter Buzz. Kicks it out wide and kicks it very wide past Malin. It's out of bounds, and I guess that was a fairly well-directed kick. Time is on Carlton's side.
22 minutes gone, final term. A low-scoring quarter. Carlton have kicked 1 goal. Richmond have kicked 2. So the time on in this quarter will be less than it was in the first 3. Richmond working it forward. There's not much there for them. Glasgow shrugged off the tackle. Gets dumped after kicking it. In goes Klopp, who's replaced Fitzpatrick. Lovely hand pass. Oh, but Sheldon flummed it. Bad hand pass for Klopp. Should have taken it over the line, but he kept it in. And now a ball up towards Carlton's half-forward line. The Blues looking to close it up. I think now they're playing for time.
And time says 22 minutes and 35 seconds in the final term. About 5 minutes of this grand final remaining. 5 minutes of live football action. Malin. McClure, if he gets it, it's all over. McConnell, if he kicks it, it's all over. Grubber, which way will it break? Into the pocket and through from behind.
Valuable score.
Well, it skidded straight, as one would anticipate in this greasy turf, and that's all it deserved was the behind. But it's a very vital one. It's a helpful one. Here comes Dunn. Good mark. Oh, didn't quite hold it. McClure's with it. Out to Marcoux. The runner's with it. Shoots for goal and bang. That's it. If ever there was a vital kick that will not be forgotten by somebody on my left and thousands and thousands and thousands of other Carlton supporters, there it was. Marcoux with the most glorious kick. Now watch it again. He's on about a 45-degree angle, and that's as straight as you can kick a football, right through the centre, and that's the sealer. At the 23.5-minute mark, Carlton are 3 goals in front.
3 goals, 1 in front, and that 1 behind is vital. Raining again. The Blues look to have the grand final won, but they can be lost from here. Hunter puts them into attack again and finds touch. And Carlton now within minutes of their 14th premiership to make them the most successful club in VFL history. Only the second in over 20 years to win flags back-to-back. Warren Jones. Well played by Rains. Gets himself into a bit of a pocket. Back to the centre. Dool.
They love him, and rightly so. If ever a man in football is to be admired, it's this one. 32 years old just 2 weeks ago. The buzz. He's been dynamic, this one. He's really added that spark to the forward line that they've needed. Then he hooks it down now, Buzz. That's not good. It's out of bounds. No, it's not.
Perfect.
That's absolutely clever. But he really has been an inspiration, Buzusto. It's out of bounds and will be thrown in with Carlton in attack and leading by 3-1, and the rain is very, very steady.
Almost in time on. 5 seconds away. Rains. Wiley. Ashman the chance for the Blues. Rioli in attendance. Now Buzusto again, but slipped. Legs Rioli, and it's Maurice Rioli's free kick. We're in time on by 10 seconds. Only 4 goals kicked in the quarter, so it probably won't be a very long one. 17th kick to Rioli, to the centre line. At the back, Bortolotto. On the ground, well played Jones, who's been a fine battler. Roach to Wiley. Now the Tigers go forward. They must score to have any chance. Harms against Bartlett. Gets it to ground level to Hunter. And he clears for the Blues out to the open space on the outer wing.
Where David Glascott, the 21-year-older, is racing on outer wing. Gets his kick and boots it down looking for McClure. Dunn goes up in front of him, beats him pointless. Dunn on half-back flank. But it's all Carlton leading by 3-1. 13-19 to 11-12. To centre wing position it goes nicely in front. Should have been marked. The free kick will go to the Tigers. And Graham Landy, who was reported a few minutes ago, has been one of Richmond's best players.
26 minutes gone. Landy from just backward of the centre. They've got to be more direct than that, but it's a good pass. Finding Roach. A disappointment today. He's trying everything. Runs on. Over centre half forward. Cloak's there. Bortolotto up early. Into his back. Free kick to Cloak. Yes, I'm not surprised the whistle went then. And Cloak from 35 metres out directly in front. A chance to prune the margin by 6 points and perhaps put the game back in Richmond's reach. I think it's there. Hit the post. Must have clipped it on the way through. Behind, and still Carlton 3 clear goals in front. Almost 27 minutes down in the term.
Well, if any chance was there for Richmond, it's just faded right out, I think. And here comes Roach. Up he goes. Robert Wiley. Here comes Ashman playing a good last term. Brilliant hand pass to the brilliant Hunter. Hunter, perfect kick to Buzusto, who's having a picnic. He's having a lovely time running here and running there. There he goes. Bang down the boundary line again. His intelligent football. Punched away by Dunn. Down it comes toward the boundary. Ashman, good last term again. Here's a chance now for McConville and Williams. McConville beats him. Goal. Missed it. Kicked it. He got it. McConville got it. And every picture tells a story. Marcoux, McClure come across and enthusiastically hug Peter McConville, who's been one of the unsung heroes of Carlton over the last 3 or 4 years. Wherever they put him, he plays well, and he kicks a beautiful goal.
And the Blues, for the first time since early this century, have won back-to-back flags. And in fact, 3 in 4 years this will make it, which is a monumental achievement. All Carlton now as they work the ball forward again. Good solid stuff by Johnston. Oh, Well, it mightn't have been good. It was obviously a bit high, and Graham Landy, who has been in the wars in more ways than one, takes the free kick at half-back for the Tigers and puts them into attack. But 28 minutes down, Carlton in front by 24 points. The grand final's won.
Yes, it's won. Here come Wiley and Harms. Over he goes into the fence. Harms has been a very good player once again. He reserves his best for the finals. There's this very spectacular player. He won the Norm Smith medal a couple of years ago. The first one, I think, was adjudged. Here comes Rioli. Rioli shoots for goal and kicks it very, very well. He's done it. Just a moment ago, when Cloker got that free kick, Rioli was bolting into an open goal when the ball came to the ground, and Rioli has been one of their better players. He's kicked 3 goals, and at one stage early in that second term, he was the reason that Richmond went to the front at half-time.
29 minutes gone, and the Blues 3 goals in front. They've kicked 3 goals apiece in this final term, and so the quarter probably would only go about the 30 minutes. Still the Tigers in there pitching. Jones, a good knock for Carlton. Wood the chance though for the Tigers. Last year's skipper gives it to Dunn, and Richmond launching another attack. Back to half forward, but Johnston in the way for the Blues, and he'll take his time.
What a good player has this one been too, number 7, Wayne Johnston.
There's the Carlton
David
coach.
Parker. I think he might be fairly happy with David at this stage. Williams, past Sheldon it goes. Rains, dodges and balks cleverly. Beats Balin again. It's at centre wing. He drives it long downfield. Perovic. Bartlett thumps it away from him. Down it comes. Look at him, out he comes. That magnificent left footer. And how wonderful it was that Ken Hunter was the man with the ball when that final siren went. A magnificent win to the most skillful team in the competition, and that's David Parkin being enthusiastically hugged by Michael Fitzpatrick, and they're the 2 architects, the coach and the captain, and what a great captain he's been.
I think the coach has overcome.
Yes, David is really overcome, and there's Buzz, who really enjoys it. There's a man who did a great job in Jones. Word, he's a good player, and there, I think, might have been the best player on the ground in number 7, Wayne Johnston.
And the Blues are in the history books as the 1982 premiers. Carlton led at the end of 3 of the 4 quarters by 4 points at quarter time. Richmond in front by 11 at half time. Then Carlton's great third term, which turned the match. 5 goals. Richmond didn't kick one, just 6 behinds to take Carlton to a 17-point lead, and eventually in a 3-goal each last quarter, Carlton home by 18 points. For the winners, 10 of the 20 players kicked goals. 2 each to Johnston, Ashman, McConville and Fitzpatrick. Singles to Harms, Hunter, Malin, McClure, Bazasto and Marcoux. 6 goal scorers for the losers, 3 each to Bartlett, Rioli and Cloak. Singles to Rains, Waitman and Jess.